Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be doing just a simple book review of the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. So this is a fascinating exploration of the dynamics of power and influence throughout history. So it's got layers and hints of Machiavellianism in it, but you cannot argue with these timeless principles that have been employed by all of these different influential figures across various cultures and eras. And Greene does a fantastic job at writing it in such a poetic and story way that these strategies and these insights come off as offering very unique perspectives on the dynamics of power, and then how you can, from a principle standpoint, I would say less than an application standpoint, implement it into your own life. So two highlights that stood out are two different laws. The first is law number 1 and then law number 3. And these two laws in particular, I feel, make the whole entire book worth reading and getting. The first is law number 1, which Greene hits you right off the bat in this book, and it's never outshine the master. So Greene explores this delicate balance of asserting oneself without overshadowing those in power, emphasizing the importance of subtlety. And I will say that like 6-7 years ago, I kind of did this unintentionally, and I did not do this unintentionally. And it screwed up so many different aspects of my life because of it, that it really taught me like, oh, geez, after rereading this book recently, thinking like, oh, geez, man, that's definitely the reason that whole experience and that my relationship went sour. So for law number 1. The second is law number 33, which is discover each man's thumbscrew. So Greene discusses the power of understanding people's vulnerability and then using this knowledge strategically. I think that if you have a good heart and you are honest and you have integrity, you can take all of these laws and recognize how to use them in altruistic and healthy ways. The book, in my opinion, describes each of these laws in a way that's feels kind of conniving. It feels like you're trying to get ahead and you're trying to like be sneaky about life. But if you can get past those tones within Greene's writing, and you do have like a good heart and you've got good character, you can take something like law number 33, understanding people's vulnerabilities, and then using that knowledge strategically to actually help recognize like how to actually strengthen your own relationships with them and how to work more effectively with them. So one of the key quotes that has always stuck out to me is, when you show yourself to the world and display your talents, you naturally stir all kinds of resentment, envy, and other manifestations of insecurity. And that's totally true. And I think oftentimes people say like, don't show your ego, don't show off your ego. People don't like that. And it's not to say that it's not true. I think it has more to do with it manifests everyone else's insecurities, and people don't like having their insecurities being brought in contrast or be brought to light in their own lives. And the way that happens is other people's achievements contrast to their failures, and then it does exactly what he just said, brings up kinds of resentment, envy, and other manifestations of insecurity. So anyways, fascinating book. I've never read a book that's built or structured like this, but it's you can just kind of pick it up, turn to whatever page you want, and then start reading one of the laws. So it's not like you have to read the whole thing in sequential manner, but if you're interested in understanding the nuances of power dynamics, this book is the book to read. So anyways, that's my book review. And if you found it at all helpful, even if you end up grabbing another book, I'd really appreciate just a simple thumbs up or a heart on the video. Thanks.